I don't know, I'll have to figure it out.
That's 2.5 for me. I wonder how much tigers weigh.
What's that part?
I don't know.
How fast tigers run.
You should put numbers on your book.
Oh, this part is all here and this part's all here?
Yeah. How do you know?
Okay, that's going to be hard to remember. You can remember it? You know, how fast they run and how much they weigh?
Yes, so I'll put a line through here like sentences.
It was in here, some little called facts and you can just tell just a little thing. Name, that gestation period, you know that is? That means how long the baby's been in the mommy before they're born.
I'm going to read down.
You want to know that? It's 98 to 109 days.
Oh, wait.
Number of newborn is 1 to 6, usually 2 or 3. Length of life up to 20 years. Where found, scientific classification. Those are all the little short things. Look in here. Do you see any place in here where it might have how much they weigh? Kind of skim over it. Look and see if you see any place just on this page. See if you see any clues. Go over the whole page.
Is that so tiger?
What's it start with?
I mean,
Do you think tiger would start with it now? You know tiger's going to be here, but what kind of thing would you look for if you were looking for something that would tell how much it weigh? What would you look for on this thing?
W.
W? Oh. What else might you look for?
A's. I know, T-A. Those are, I look for T-A.
T-A for what?
Tigers.
Well, this whole page will have tigers on it. Okay, so what are you
Will
going to
you
look
wear
for
me
just to
the
show
box?
how much it weighs? You'll look for W's for weighs. Anything else? Think of some more questions. Where are you going to be, do you know?
I don't know what spot, except my daddy knows because it came in the mail.
Would you like a...
And somebody in my Indian tribe is going to be.
Oh, really? Are they going to be with you?
I don't know.
Someplace.
Yeah. We probably might see them.
Would you like to make a Hands Across the Country poster? Why don't you write down what you'd like on your poster and write down what you'd like to say on your poster, and then we'll get it all set up.
This is a 200.
Are you going to use your web to help? This tells about how you got it, right? Great. You're really rolling now. Good. Put it on. Do you want to practice reading it? Okay. You can do whatever you want. You can help somebody. Would you see who needs some help?
Kelly, I need help. I don't know some of these flags. What? I need some help over here. Can you help me? Or are you writing?
Get all your stuff.
Hey, Megan! I gave her her. Write it down. Hey, pencil, please. You know what that one's supposed to be? I don't know. This one? Let's see what comes out. I have pigeons. I love
Okay. You can keep going further if you want.
How about part two?
Well, where's the part that it goes with? Okay. Where could you add it to that part? How could you add it to that part?
Another piece of paper and stick it this way.
Sure. You could go that way with it. Right. So she wasn't hurt or anything, and she kept her purse. Did she have a lot in her purse?
No.
I wonder how come she held on to it so hard.
Because she got too much in the bag.
Oh, she was afraid they'd get her money out?
Yeah, and then she had to get the money.
What'd she do after they left?
She went home.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
She went to my home.
Just a minute, I'm hearing an exciting story. What?
And I went and she went to our house and told it, and then the officer come over our house.
Oh, wow. Boy, that is exciting. Is she doing okay? Did it scare her for a while?
Yeah.
Did she stay at your house?
Yeah, but she went home and riding on the car instead.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's a brave grandma, isn't she? Maybe this should be a hero book. So now you can read it. Oh, good idea. Did you work together on that? You helped on that? Great. Boy, two brains sure help, huh? That's a good idea. Okay, go on through and read the rest of Shannon, all right? A title. Only a title that means something. Show me what you did.
Put them up more.
Okay, what else could you do? Take this paper. Hold on to this paper. Show me how you can stick it on.
I can stick it on like and go. Sort of in the middle, stick it like this.
Okay, what else could you do?
Or I could do staple it and I could sort of put it in the middle. Stick it like this.
Okay, what else could you do? Let me get a little committee going. What else could you do? Kelly, come here. Shannon, come here. He's trying to figure something out. His words are way down at the bottom of the page. He's got to figure out how to glue this page on. Give him some ideas. What do you think?
My ideas were like sort of or you can spill some out.
Well, why don't you work with it and see? You've got a couple more ideas, okay?
Sky. The Millennium Falcon and the V-Wing Fighter and the Luke Skywalker. There's red line, green line, blue line, yellow line, and black line. Yes, it did. What should I say? I didn't do it. He did it. I did not. I did. Shannon did it. I'll read this whole. No, she was over there. I want to read it. Go to Joey. I have Becky.
Okay, and tell us the rest of the story.
Who found that?
What did you do today? Are you going to tell the rest of this? That's turning into quite a story. You know what's really nice about this? Most people would just say, we went to Disneyland, we had fun, we went on rides, we went home. And you're telling about the motel and all that kind of stuff. It makes me think about, when you drive up to Disneyland and you see the Matterhorn, and you get all excited and you find the motel. When you drove up there, was it real misty and foggy? Really? Every time I go,
But there was lots of traffic. Wow.
Such a way long time.
Most of the way we rode on the freeway.
So that was a big line.
Hey, Shannon!
Eight.
Girl Disney
Yeah.
Shannon! My illustration. Between four and my.
Oh, here too. What's your mom say?
Yeah. I didn't show it yet. Well,
You didn't show her. No, your tooth. Did you show her your tooth? What'd she say?
Hey, Brian. You look like you're
I'll always remember the look on your face. The look on your face was so nice. You were really excited, weren't you? Now, do you want me to laminate this? It's special. I'll tell you what, why don't you take it back?
Like that.
Look it over. See if there's anything else you need illustrations. Or do you mind take some erasers and fix some of this that got a little squiggly?
Girls can have a bug, but they will.
And then put it over on the publication shelf. And I'll laminate it. It's a little crowded here. Can we move?
Hey, Shannon. See, Becky did it. This is kind of.
Is there anything you need?
Kind of good using.
Okay, so this is what you're going to put on your poster, right?
Kind of.
I'd like you to read that because I think the old class class will work on the word. She got some ideas that will work really well for your poster.
That covers it.
But they might be a little confused.
That covers it. Shut your mouth.
They will now. Read it over and see. If you don't think they will, fine. But let's bring it over and we'll have everybody look at it, okay?
Chris.
Meanwhile, do you want to make a great big poster? One of those big huge ones? I think you should tag one.
Is there plastic in When I had trouble reading it, I know it was, so I put these lines here so I know it was. I was good like this.
Oh, you mean you stop after this?
Yeah.
What else could you put instead of a line to tell you to stop? What do I sometimes use when I write to tell me to stop? Yeah. You want to put some in there? Now that you have the lines to tell you, do you want to add periods too? Okay. That way I'll know and you'll know. Oh, we're into toys today, huh? Together.
I was putting all the ships that I had on this page.
That's why?
I just wanted to put some things about my toys in here, so I just put all my ships.
Why'd you choose these?
Because that's something neat that I have a whole bunch of. I used to have another ship, Striped Vaders, the one with those sides.
You mean the one that he flies off in? Just a minute, sweetie.
I used to have that one, but it broke.
I told you what to do, okay?
I lost some pieces to it.
How'd
So
you
I
lose
only
them?
have 3 of them now.
They just disappeared or nothing? Okay, why don't you explain some of that? You got a list, but it might
And
be
I'd have to
explain.
write it up here.
Where else could you write it? So it would be after this. Unless you want it first. Okay. Decide. Would you explain how you fix that? I don't think they're going to be confused now, do you? What did you do?
No, I know. You go. Give me 5.
Why did you do that?
In space. On space. They might know what the poster is. Joey, know what I do? I go up on my
Yeah, because they would know what it was, right? Could you explain that to them? Because you know, that seemed like an easy thing to you when you read it over, but at first it was hard, wasn't it? Because you didn't know what I meant when I said they might be confused, and you read it over and figured it out. But that's hard to do. It's hard to read in your brain like you're somebody else. So you can figure out what would confuse them, and you did it. Could you share?
Yeah.
I was putting curlers in my hair today, and I was lifting, you know, you have to kind of lift your arms and go back like this. Well, something felt really weird in my back, and my neck started to hurt. So now, do you ever have like a pain in your neck and it's hard to turn
My
your
sister
head?
did. She couldn't move it.
It's really hard to move.
I did too. I once had tonsillitis and I didn't move my neck.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't bend my head back. I couldn't either. One time I had a growing pain in my neck.
Growing pain in your neck? I hope mine isn't a growing pain. If my neck grows anymore, I'm in trouble. Okay. Who has some things to share?
I do.
Okay. Jason.
I'm making a poster about hands and crosses.
Oh, don't tell them what's about yet.
I wrote something on my poster, and the poster said, "I didn't read."
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Jason, we can't hear you over here. Could you talk nice and loud?
I wrote something for my poster, and first of all it said, "This poster is true. I'm really going to be in it." And then I changed it into...
Wait a minute. Why do you think you changed it?
Because it wasn't exciting. Or we wanted it. He didn't tell about it. He didn't tell about it. He didn't tell a lot about it.
Read what you had at first again.
This poster is true. I am really going to be in it. No, nobody knows what he's going to be in. I think I do.
Wait. Could you tell from that?
No, but I think I already know.
Okay, but if you didn't know about Jason.
From one word, I think I know what it's all about.
Okay. Well, tell us how you changed it.
This, I put hands across the north. Now it sounds like, this poster is true. I am really going to be in hands across America.
What did he have to change to do that?
So they know what he's going to be in. I know what it means. They don't. You know that Earth poster? We went in. And there's lots of people going across. That's what it means. He's going to be one of those. He's going to be in that poster, but except it's not. Except he's just going to be white. We want to know what he is going to be in.
What did he have to change, though, to do that? Did he just add Hands Across America at the bottom?
No.
What did he have to change?
His whole thing.
Wait, I need you to help.
He has to get a piece of paper right.
Read what you had at first again. I want you to see if you know what he had to change.
This poster is true. I am really going to be in it.
What did he change?
He changed the word it.
What did you do to it?
He took it out and put hands across America.
Because it means the same thing. Huh? Okay, who else has something to share?
Nick does.
Nick.
I just got done with my illustration.
Remember why he's making this?
That is too. That's me pulling out my tooth. That's my little tooth, and that's my tooth in the jaw. He made a lot of teeth. He made a big jar.
Well, this big compared to his tooth, isn't it?
It's bigger than him.
That's true.
Maybe just far away from him. Yeah, I am.
So the jar is what? Closer to us or further away from us? The jar's closer to us and he's further away.
Or bigger than the jar. I know. Even Nick is, because he is just sitting down. And first I didn't know how to make my illustrations. And I thought for a little while, and then I got an idea how I was going to do it.
And you said you had trouble with the arms. What trouble did you have?
They were too fat. And Zachary helped me.
What did Zachary do to help you?
He said I needed skinnier arms. And I took those, but those were too long, so he told me where to cut them.
Zachary's good at cutting paper, aren't you,
Yeah,
Zachary?
because he's cutting paper like this.
Because he's got a whole...
Oh, my.
Somebody else had a book with cut paper illustrations. Who was it?
Andy.
Mandy's got... Yes.
Andy
Mandy had one that broke her arm.
Too.
And Brian?
Oh, and her dog. Her dog.
Her dog book was the one where she broke her arm in the middle and she had to change from torn paper to cut paper, huh? Okay, who else has one last thing you want to share? How about you, Joy?
Me.
How are you writing your book? It's kind of...
Yeah.
You're using your web, right? Okay, tell us what you're doing. Why don't you get your web out too and just show us what you're doing real quickly. Okay, show us what you're doing.
There's some on this one. Then I'm going.
Why don't you show us your papers and show us what you wrote?
This.
Brian, we need your help.
This one. This paper's to this. That.
This part of his story is about this part of the web, about what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
And then that paper is what?
It's to how I got it.
Now, what was your question you had for me? Why don't you ask the group that question and tell them what you want to do? You asked me if you should do something with the papers.
Put them together.
Okay.
Put them together and just make one story with all of them. With every one of them.
And you were trying to decide whether to keep
Yeah.
them separate or,
Yeah,
and
or-
glue them together later or glue them together now.
Or just put, like, make one story out of that, and make one story out of that, and make one story out of that, and make one story out of this.
Okay. What are some of the things that he could do? He could glue them all together in one story now. He could wait to glue them together for one story. He could make different stories out of each one. What else could he do?
He could have chapters. Like Jason is an Indian, guys.
Yeah, like Jason.
Next.
Nick.
No, he didn't have chapters.
Any ideas for him?
chapters.
Reasons that he maybe should glue it
Not
together or
like
he shouldn't?
Jason's. Oh, I thought you were talking about your. I thought you were talking about your pocket knife book. Brian E had chapters on his jet book.
Mhm.
Brian E had chapters on his what? Jet book.
Okay. Let's give Joey, give Joey some inputs and tell him some things about any ideas you have about whether you should glue them together or not, so that he can use those ideas to help think. Joey, you take over. Watch for people to give you ideas.
What do you do my list for?
About whether you should put those papers together or keep them apart or make chapters. Or...
Brian.
You can make some chapters so it would be kind kind of a longer book because there will be some extra pages, so you'll have to have to put it in about the chapters, like chapter 1 and chapter 2 and stuff. You'll have a couple of extra pages. Make it a little bit longer.
Yeah. Wait. You could do a little bit of everything.
Explain.
You could glue the pages together, and then when you're done with your book, you can make chapters, like illustrations. Allison. Put them together. Shannon. I think that you should keep them apart. Why don't you do it apart? Yeah.
Okay, one more question here, and then we'll move on.
Wait. Well, you know that you have certain parts of your story. Well, see, like you can make them all into one about like 3 different books, and then you can put a piece of paper like this, so the know that it's all one book, and then you could go like this, and then open the other book, and then open the other book. Well, you could.
That would be like having 3 different
Like
books and all
making this into a book, and making that into a book, and making that into a book, and making that
But
into
it
a
would
book.
sort of be like,
And then make it into one big book, but except you attach pieces of paper on it so they know that it's one real big book.
you
Like
could
make it
stick
tiny.
it together,
Like
and then you can open it,
and
and it's all like. I just now got an idea. You know how you need that thing on it to keep the paper on the top cover? You could just like have different stories and only have one top cover, but have little middle sections to cut off into the next book.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Carrie, what was it you were saying about that?
The thing that everyone said it meant chapters.
It's kind of, that's what chapters are, isn't it?
Like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 6. Chapter 7, chapter 100 maybe.
All right. Well, Joe, you've got some good ideas, and when you get to that point, you know who to talk to, right? All right, if you're illustrating, would you put your illustrations on an illustration shelf? Stand by the couch and get down. Ready?
Can't stand by it.
Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Let's not go bizarre. Bugman, 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 Bugman. Now listen to what I say. The head is connected to the thorax. The thorax is connected to the legs. Legs are connected to the thorax. The thorax is connected to the abdomen. Bugman, 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 Bugman. Listen to what I say. Do you know another song that goes like this? It goes like this. The ants go marching one. Wait, I can't play that.
Oh, I know the song. I know that song. Yeah.
Okay, Megan, why don't you come over here? You have 2 big brains to waste. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Okay, here we go. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. Maybe we should something with hurrah. Should we do something?
Okay, like hurrah! Hurrah!
Okay, here we go. The ants go marching one by one.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
The ants go marching one by one. Hurrah!
Hurrah!
The ants go marching one by one. The little one stops to
Have some fun.
have some fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Little one stops to have. How are we gonna have fun? Have some fun. Okay, have fun. And they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Plop, plop. The ants go marching two by two.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
The ants go marching two by two.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
The ants go marching two by two. The little one stops. Tie a shoe. Come on. Let's have a time if we can. And they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Plop, plop.
I know how to make.
The ants go marching. What?
I know how to make you stuff it in the rain and go splash, splash.
You want to go splash, splash to the clock pot? Splash, splash.
You know what? Yes.
Okay. The ants go marching three by three. Hurrah! Oh, hurrah! The ants go marching three by three. Hurrah! Hurrah! The ants go marching three by three. The little one stops.
Climb a tree.
Climb a tree.
Chris, I know what we're
Wait. We all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Splash, splash, splash. Jason had an idea. What?
When we say, one could jump up one time, and one could jump up 2 times. 3. Yeah, and then we get time. Oh, it's
When?
4, 5. And when you go on 4, you go up 4 times. And when you go
Okay, we'll try it. Here we go. The ants go marching 4 by 4.
Hurrah! 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 Hurrah!
The ants go marching 4 by 4. Hurrah!
Hurrah! Hurrah!
The ants go marching 4 by 4. The little one stops to
Shut the door!
Oh!
Shut the
Go.
door!
Wait. Down. Oh, wait. Let's try it again. And let's march in. Okay? Wait. Speed, change, and control. You can sit down on the floor and wait when you go on the deck, okay? Shut the door. And they all march. Go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Splash, splash, splash. The ants go marching 5 by 5. The ants go marching 5 by 5. The ants go marching 5 by 5. The little one stops to
Take a dive!
take a dive. And they all go marching down to the ground. To be here, ready to go.
And put your pencil away.
Kyle? Megan? Good place. Good place. Let's go. I want to get ready to do something kind of fun. I thought we'd try this. You've done a lot about insects.
Insect or what?
Oh, we could.
No
What I was thinking we could do
Not a wine.
is think about how insects change things. How do insects change things? Remember looking inside the hula hoops yesterday?
Yeah.
Think about the things you saw for just a minute.
Caterpillars.
Just think about it. In your brain. Think about what you saw that wasn't a bug.
Grass.
Think in your brain. What you saw that
A
wasn't
weed.
in your brain. In your brain
I need.
about what you saw that showed that there was insects. Ryan, not in Kyle's brain. In your brain. And what I want to see if we can make a web about how insects change things. So what can I put in the box?
change bugs. No, that's too long of a word. Bug change? Where does that spell? You never know.
Change. Okay, let's think. What's one thing that bugs change?
Right
Tell
over
me
there.
one thing that bugs change.
They change grass.
They change grass. What is grass?
Green stuff. Green stuff. Food. It's food. Green stuff. Yeah, green lines.
Okay.
Green lines that stick out.
Here's grass. Now tell me, how do insects change grass?
It gets all like one day you saw a big grass, and the other day you go looking for it, and then it's shorter.
So what could we say?
Short.
Short?
And look on the other side, big.
Oh, so it'd be like
Short
four and a half.
and first it was big, then it was short. It could short.
How could I do that?
Big grass, short
I've
grass.
got short, so what should I do?
But big.
Right
big.
here?
Over here.
On the other side?
Yeah. So big grass, little grass. Little
short.
grass.
Okay.
Big grass, short.
What else do insects do to grass? What else do?
They eat it. They eat it.
They eat
They
it.
make it die. They eat it.
Okay, they make it die. Die.
Mice make die.
Okay. Some of them do. They make it die.
They
What
eat
else?
it.
They
Pull.
eat it.
Carry. You know if they carry it.
They nibble on it.
They carry it.
Nibble.
Because there's some grass down on the
They
ground.
eat nibble.
Where would nibble go? Where would nibble go?
They make holes in leaves. Grass.
Nibble. They nibble
Where would nibble go?
Off eat.
Off of
by itself.
Off of the eat.
Okay. Shannon, we need your help. Anything else that insects do to grass?
Not the grass, except I know what they do to trees. They
Where should we put trees?
Climb
by itself.
by itself.
No,
There's not
With grass right
No.
here? Well, let's think. Does it do some of the same things to grass that it does to trees?
Yeah.
Does it make trees die sometimes?
Yeah.
Do they make them shorter, like the leaves shorter
No.
sometimes?
No.
Okay. Do they eat on the trees?
Yeah. They climb up and then
No. They don't make it big.
They make holes in the
Do they make them shorter?
holes in
Yeah.
the
No. Yeah.
They make
They don't
holes
make
in
them
the
bigger.
That's
Somebody just said termites make them shorter.
I did.
Termites.
Yeah, those are like wood. They sort of bite it off.
Oh,
So what do you
termites.
wanna
Oh, then
do?
they would eat the
It's a
tree.
tree on the grass. The grass.
I'm keeping all the termites out of my yard.
Because trees
I
grow
know
on
they
the
would-
grass.
they would-
What could we call this? Excuse me, I need your help with the rest of the group. What trees and grass and all that stuff? What are all those?
Nature.
Well, yeah.
Mother Nature.
Well, what else? Insects are also part of nature, and so are we. Can you please scoot back and help us?
They're all part of Mother Nature.
What are all these things? Trees and grass? What are all those things?
Plants.
Plants! Brian, your brain is working so well. So it's all this plants. Anything else that insects do to plants? Anybody look at some leaves and see what insects do to them?
They kill the trees.
No, they make
They make holes.
we could look at what insects do today instead of recess.
Nick?
Recess.
Oh wait, Nick, there's some people that aren't listening to you.
See, they can like fly up or crawl up. If there's a thing white under a leaf, they can just chew it.
Well, how do they change the tree or the plant?
Ladybugs go on.
How do they change them?
Ladybugs go on.
But how do they change them?
They like make the leaf shorter.
Okay, we've got that.
First,
We've got holes.
first it's just a whole leaf, and then they bite on it.
Okay, he says that they make them shorter and that they make holes.
They eat them.
Okay, what else do insects change? Besides plants. Besides plants, what else do insects change?
The dirt.
The dirt. How do they change the dirt?
They make holes in it. They
Traps?
dig. Traps. Well, actually,
Wait, you guys are too fast. Traps, holes.
You already got it.
Go to the bathroom. Doesn't that change the dirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's soil.
Do you ever get roaches and they go to the bathroom on your shelves and you can see all that? It kind of changes your shelf, doesn't it? What
Yeah.
else? How else do insects change dirt? Brian, we could really use your ingenuity.
They're just regular bees. Not, you might get stung, but it won't kill you. Unless
I'm going to do something different. Let's see. Kyle, come here. Okay, Kyle, listen to my chair. Okay, listen to Kyle. He's going to explain.
You got the what?
something right here and how it changes.
But you have to fold it.
Yeah.
So you have to wait what changes, and then you have to, and then you sort of have to make what happen.
You can make anything, but when you make it, you have to make sure there's something that changes about it.
Like first you get a leaf and it's all whole, and then you make something that's out of it.
What are some other things you could make?
Or you can make a half page. So like if a fly comes to a wheel and wants to fight, and then the wheel moves like this, whoosh, and the fly flies across there like it's a half page.
Okay. Raise your hand and tell Kyle some ideas you have, things you might draw that before they change and after they change.
You can write a lot of these things that come. Say, beetle white. Well, then you can put a beetle and then here's the beetle and here's the man. And over here you can put like the beetle up on the man, and then you like these places. And then you like screaming or something. A beetle, but it isn't. You could make like an ant on the not change side, and an ant in a hole on the other side, so it'd be gone from that side and be in the hole. Like you could make that blue one, and they put like pictures to show how it does things different.
Great. Great. You guys have great ideas. Thank you, Kyle. I'm surprised.
Can I do the
job?
next
You thought of some better ones than I did. Well, we're not going to another job. I'm just going to, you need to be able to write a word here and a word here. What word would go here? Before. Let's write before.
B-F-O-R.
Wait a minute. B. Now, so far you've got the
Four. F.
E. B.
F-O-U-R.
F-O-R. It needs something to make that O sound.
E.
So you write before on one side
And after on the other.
and after. What a good idea. here. It's right after.
A. T.
Like teacher. E-R. Before and after. Now you can write before on this side and then after. You better look though. Which side comes first? When you read a page, which side do you read first? Megan, I need you to watch.
This side.
Which side comes first? This side.
Not
The left side comes first and then...
that's the only side with the words on it.
Right. So you're going to draw your before picture here and your after picture here. You need to show me something changing. It could be an insect changing, or it could be something the insect... What I'd like to see is something an insect does changing, like we've been talking about here. It could be some dirt that changes, or a plant that changes, or a person that changes. Okay?
Young to old.
Okay, listen for your name. Yeah, no, fine. Go ahead. What did you do? How did you change it?
Now I need to make it
You did it? You need to write before and after so you know. Right there.
Megan, you should have put it back. I know,
Before there's ants and after they all know.
It was simple. I know, it was simple. Yeah, but it got harder. Then it got a little harder. I know, but it was just, they said it was going to be hard, but it was just as
Show it to
easy.
Carol.
They said it was going to be hard, but it was just as easy as it was.
So,
The caterpillar
Kyle,
right
tell me-
here, and
tell me
there's
that.
no bites in the
That's the bee,
right?
and he went over there to stick and he's going
Here,
there are some bites sticking off of it from the caterpillar.
Great caterpillar threw it too, didn't he?
have a ticket.
Sure.
That's because he stuffed
And then
himself.
out of the hole, and there was an ant going into a hole.
Made the hole.
Crystal's in the stop.
So what I'd like you real quickly to do is Al at home group, get your costume box, go sit down. I'm just going to give you like 5 minutes. Sit down where you met the other day, and don't make your costume. Just talk about what you've got and what you need to do to get ready. Okay? Right now, Al at home group, no. We're just going to look at it and see what you need to do tomorrow so you know you're prepared tomorrow with what you need to do. Al at home group, go ahead. Go on back.
God.
No.
Look at mine.
Where's the book?
furniture? Why?
My drawers are doing the blocking.
We don't make the furniture block. We make furniture. We make the stuff inside.
This is the pillow.
No, it isn't. You guys put everything in the box.
We're going to have to use half of it to color like a bookshelf and everything. And then the people are going to make furniture. Like,
These are the little bumps.
I mean, like you're going to make a chair back.
You in charge. You can start putting those on the back of the owl tomorrow.
We're not going to make anything yet, okay? So, Shannon, keep this in the box,
And
all
you
right?
have to make a chair out of those blocks. And I'm going to make a
Allison, you need to make the chair. And I need to still get those steels done because the afternoon gets wet the whole thing.
What?
You want to write this down so you don't forget?
This?
No, we
The
know.
picture of the author
Okay.
is on the back of the book.
You talk to your group about it.
They won't even see us put these bumps in, you know why? Because, there's a bed and see.
We could make bumps right now.
Too little. No, put it under. Already bumps in there. There's already bumps in there. Where are they?
Remember, they get bigger and bigger.
Oh no. That's a pillow.
No, it isn't.
The bomb. What is it? The bomb. Where?
Who's in charge of the box?
We need to make them a little bit bigger because I can hardly even see them.
Mandy and Allison in charge of the box?
Yeah. You
Brian?
still need to make that.
Brian?
You still need to make that chair.
Brian, if Mandy and Allison are in charge of the bumps, you may offer them ideas, but you need to let them do their.
Now they're way too big. They get bigger and bigger, don't they?
I know, but not in the balls. It looks like this one huge bump right there. It even feels like it.
Okay, let Mandy and Allison do it. You can talk to them about it. Girls, discuss it with them.
Bobby, you'll probably be able to. Bobby and me need to still open on the steel on the blocks. Get that paper, the paper bending.
Me and Brian are doing the stage.
No, the bassinet too.
Have you decided what you're going to do with it?
Well, Nathan's gonna be. Yes. I'm gonna put a little crack in this thing. Yeah, and I'm gonna be the wheel egg with no cracks in it. Hi. You're in.
So you're each a different stage?
No. I'm the gosler that comes down to the egg. Yeah.
Okay, so you're each a different page in the book?
Yeah.
Okay. Put your things back, put it on the counter, and come back and sit down. Great. Now come.
Because it makes us stink in our head.
How?
By washing them. By thinking them real. Tell us about it.
And who are some people that are, you know what,
The
Brian,
question was, where did the pictures come
E
from?
is
And
doing
they
that
say
right
they're
now.
in their heads.
Brian, what, you're doing something to help make a picture in our head. Excuse me, girls. You're doing something to help make a picture in the head, in our heads.
Oh. When I tell my
Can you please go back to the set so that you guys can, huh?
when she got mugged.
She got mugged, and you didn't just say she got mugged. What are you doing?
What does mugged mean? Stab.
Excuse me, Brian. He's explaining. Brian,
You,
he's explaining.
you lose your money.
Oh,
Gotta get your money.
Gunner at night and they can give me your money.
Yeah.
All those little stories to really tell a picture make you, they really make you get a picture in your head, don't they? All those little stories. Okay, we're going to hear a story now.
The funny part. Chapter 7.
Chapter 7 is right. When the Owls first came to live with us, Mutt didn't think much of them. He was jealous of all my pets. Remember we talked about, what do you think what's this part going to be about?
Mutt and the owl. Yeah.
What?
Mutt and the owl. Yeah.
Megan? Mutt and the Owls. And what did you think was going to happen?
Mutt's gonna go chase after him and let him know.
Why did you think that Mutt was going to do something to the Owls?
Because it was taking up one of the kids. It was taking up a lot of the kids' time.
What made you think that?
Those are so strong that and the
What made you think that the Owls were taking blood of his time, Brian?
Because he never even played with Mutt, and he was always playing with the owls, and they were taking up too much of the little boy's time. So the dog wanted to be. He wanted somebody to play with him too, so that he was trying to get rid of the owls.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. He never did get on this is
Where's the skunk? Oh, that's
the skunk part.
Yay!
What part is this?
Where one where he wakes up.
Slugs the tail.
And he's going, Yahoo! Let me see that again.
Okay, let's stop the sound effects for just a minute and tell me what'd you think about that part, about while playing those jokes?
That was the fun.
Wade, I need you to help.
Chris, you really said it was the funny part, all right.
Why was it the funny part?
Because he's going to attack a skunk.
Just a minute.
Because he
Brian,
evolved.
just a minute. Nick is trying to share something, and there's some boys that decide to lose control. I don't expect that.
Because Walt likes to play the tail squeezing game, and likes to take away his dinner, and Weeks would like to get his bone and put it somewhere where he could smell it.
Oh, who would get his the bone. Let's see. Mutt was an absent-minded sort of a dog. Instead of burying a bone he didn't happen to be using at the time, he would often forget about it and leave it lying on the grass. That was a mistake, because sooner or later Wall would see it, swoop down and carry it off.
Wall would go and take the bone away, and Wall would take his Wall would do everything.
I know.
And like it would even play the tail squeezing.
Okay. What was funny about those jokes? Let's raise hands so we can all hear one another, okay?
I hate it.
Brian, tell us.
Tell us what?
What about what you were thinking just now, what you were talking to Kyle? About the tail squeak.
If someone squeezed me on the tail, if I was a dog, I'd hate it.
I would go, wow.
Excuse me.
Wow. I would bite it off.
Excuse me, it's Carrie's turn.
You can't go up in a tree.
Weeps would always sleep under the dog.
You like that part? Why did you like that part? What's funny about that part?
Because you get your picture.
Excuse me.
You know what?
There's some children that aren't discussing. They're bothering other children. And that upsets me because we've read a real funny part of the story and we're talking about it. We're not annoying one another. We're talking about a part of the story we enjoyed and we're sharing it with one another. What was funny about that part? Why did you particularly remember that one part?
I thought that I was going to get killed when he sleeps under the dog.
Why?
Because the dog doesn't like owls.
And he doesn't know it.
Okay, Brian?
If it was Walt that was
You don't have to raise your hand.
if Walt was doing it, he'd be pulling the dog's tail right then. He wouldn't have to sneak up. Since he was under him, he could pull its tail. All he'd have to do is go out the back and pull on his tail. Then go out that way, then go out that way.
Do you think Mutt would let Wall sleep with him like you let Weep sleep with him?
No.
Why not? Why not? Wait a minute, Kelly, why not? Why don't you think you'd let Wall sleep with him?
Because he always plays tricks on it. Maybe sometimes he knows it.
And he plays practical jokes.
Okay.
And how he
Jill?
knows,
Jill?
maybe he knows that we
Okay.
isn't
Wait a minute,
so
Kyle, you have some good things to say, but you're not sharing them with the rest of us, okay? Can you wait a minute and share that with us? Okay? Excuse me.
Weeps, maybe he knows that Weeps doesn't pull tricks on him, and Wall does.
Maybe he's figured that out?
Because he's been with Wall more longer than Weeps.
Okay. Kyle?
I was pretending that he was better than his rock. I squeezed his tail.
Squeeze his tail. Do you want to act that part out real
I'll
quick?
really do it.
Yeah!
Okay. Kyle? Who's going to be Wall and who's going to be Mutt?
I'm gonna be Wall.
These two. These two.
Wall.
You two have to decide.
I get to be Wall.
I want to be
I want to
Mutt.
play the jokes.
I want to be Mutt.
Okay, I'm Mutt.
Okay, you're Mutt and you're Wall. Okay, sit right there.